Hi everyone, this is Blake Anderson, and in this video I'm going to cover the Stream Deck Plus from Elgato. This device you can plug into your MacBook or to your PC. The key feature of, I would say, with this device is you can unlock, different kinds of productivity on your computer. In this video, I'm going to cover how you as a content creator can use this device to unlock different kinds of features in different NLEs or different applications that you're using for editing. So particularly in this video, I'm going to cover how you can download different kinds of smart profiles for Final Cut Pro as well as for After Effects and Lightroom, and explain to you how you can use these profiles to enhance some of your editing with these three programs. So I'm going to walk you through how you can download these if you're interested, but then also some concepts in terms of how you can use this device for productivity, including using Keyboard Maestro, which is an application that allows you to create different kinds of macros so that you can use your Stream Deck as a launcher for a variety of tasks. Particularly, I'm going to go through how I've used the Stream Deck Plus in terms of helping me train with video editing. So I've set the dials up to different kinds of applications or websites that I'm learning some different skills in terms of editing. So I'm going to show you how you can do things like that, but then also how you can set up different macros and different launchers on your computer. This way it allows you to quickly get to some certain programs or set up a certain workflow for your editing. So if you do like this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks and have a great day. So what is the Elgato Stream Deck Plus? So this device is a console device with 8 buttons as well as 4 dials and then a swipe screen. So this is what's new about this device, is that you have now 4 dials as well as a visual screen. And typically the Elgato Stream Plus can be used as like an audio mixer. It can be used for content creators, can be used for streaming as well as for gaming, as well as a host of other different reasons, such as productivity, if you just want to use it as a launcher. I guess the key thing to say is that it allows you to initiate multiple actions, including automations, and you can use it to monitor your stocks, date and time, your CPU monitoring of your computer. So the device itself, it has a base, like a unremovable stand. You can actually unscrew the stand if you want, but it is a little bit bulky in terms of the stand. I kind of wish they made a device with a stand that was more easily removed, just because it is a bit bulky. This device comes with a detached USB cord that you basically plug straight into your computer, and it allows you to control aspects of your computer using their software. So once you download the software of the Elgato Stream Deck, you can think about, I guess, a few things. Is you can create pages, which allows you to have different types of actions depending on which page. And the way you get through the different pages is simply by swiping on the screen. And then you can have, multiple different actions depending on which page. And in this video, though, I'm going to focus on the ability to create smart profiles. And smart profiles is basically what it allows you to do is when you're using a certain type of software, so in this case maybe Final Cut, After Effects, or Lightroom, the device will know when you're using that app, and then it will automatically pull up the different that certain profile for that app. So that way you can create a host of different actions using that profile. So you could obviously go in yourself and set up different kinds of keyboard actions and shortcuts on the different buttons for the app that you want. That is very time consuming, I would say. You could go in which is a shortcut, it's going to cost you some money, but SlideshowFX, they offer different types of, I guess, templates that you can download and then install on your Elgato. That way you can use such software as Final Cut Pro, After Effects, Lightroom. So what I've done is SlideshowFX has been creating these types of templates for some time, but with this Elgato Stream Deck Plus, they really kind of went the extra mile, I would say, because they allow you to customize the dials, and they take advantage of the dials as well as the swipe screen. In this video, I'm going to just explain to you what this kind of looks like with these three applications and these different types of templates that you can download using SlideshowFX. And I'm just going to explain how this can, streamline some of your editing in terms of, After Effects, Final Cut, or Lightroom. So this video is really geared for the creatives that are into videography and photography. And I'm just going to highlight some of the features of the Stream Deck and how I'm using it and how you can use it for yourself to speed up your workflow in terms of your editing. I think that for me it just takes some time to get to know the different software and the different templates that are offered by SlideshowFX, and then trying to integrate that into your own workflow. I know many of us, I'm sure, we get busy in our certain ways of operating, with editing or with using a program, and it does take, I think, some intention and some effort to learn how you can incorporate this into your workflow. But I definitely think that there's a lot of benefits to using a Stream Deck Plus device such as this, because it allows you to speed up your workflow so that you're not kind of going through all the different menus, but rather it's presented to you on the Stream Deck, I would say very elegantly, and allows you to focus more on the editing process and less on kind of searching in the menu system. In this video, I'm going to go through how I've set up my Stream Deck to enhance my working in Final Cut Pro as well as After Effects and Lightroom. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks and have a great day. So this is the Stream Deck software, and this is my current setup that I have set up for my Stream Deck Plus. And as you see here, you're able to drag these different keys that's offered by the software onto the different buttons, and then also with the dials you're also able to add different sorts of features offered by the software. Now I would say Elgato I would say somewhat of a limited set in terms of the dials at this current time, but I imagine as a software, as they make further updates, there will be more options available for the dials. But currently in March 2023, these are the options that we have. But there's so many things to look into and cover in the software. But in this video, I'm just going to cover, how I have it set up, and then give you some tips of how you can use this device to be more efficient and streamline some of your editing, particularly for video and photography editing. For me, I've noticed that the way I use this device is the simpler the better. I've went through different sorts of workflows throughout using it, and I've found that if I keep things simple and I think about what I would normally and often use through a daily basis, and just what kind of information I want to get access to. What I want to show you here is that I've got my different sorts of stocks. You don't obviously have to do that yourself, but I do track certain stocks, and so I've put those in the top 3 buttons. I have my website here on the right, that it goes straight to my website. I have the date and time, and also the CPU, and I've also created a folder here. I haven't really assigned this folder to many different actions at this time, but the plan is to use this folder to give me more options, because when you click into this folder, then I could have different other folders maybe, or I could have just different actions here. This button here goes to the next page, and so it cycles between all the different sorts of pages I have. I've set up the main page as my master, and then these are all the different smart profiles that I've downloaded using SlideshowFX that I have mentioned in the introduction. And these are all the different types of profiles that are downloaded. So I can kind of go through these different profiles through clicking this way. But what I want to show you here is also the smart dials here. And in order to create a dial stack, so these are considered dial stacks, and on the left here, most left side, I've created the dial stack for different apps, particularly for writing. So I want to focus on just writing more on my computer, and so I've set up this dial just to focus on the different apps in terms of writing. So as you can see here, I have Drafts, Obsidian, And so when I turn left, I would open up drafts, and when I turn right, I would open up Obsidian. And then the same with the Ulysses and IA Writer. And I can also set up my focus timer. And I also have just other things set up, some of these dials, but the main focus is on writing and on, I guess, what's considered contemplation, and just sort of some of my vision apps in terms of tracking some of my overarching goals. I have only Outliner for that. And what else do I have? I have, also MindNode, and I have just different areas of focus in my life. So just that way I can kind of pull up those documents very quickly and just review maybe my vision and also maybe just some of my areas of life. And the second dial is more focused on my actual editing apps. And yeah, I have Cinema 4D, I have Maxon, I have AE Scripts, I have Final Cut, DaVinci, I have After Effects and Lightroom. And that way I can just quickly get access to my most used editing apps. Just to show you, the third dial is just more focused on, I guess, my investing. And so I have different websites that I can quickly go to. But then I've also set this up also into some of the websites that I'm doing training at in terms of some of my video editing. And so I have Stylecraft, I have Grayscale Gorilla, I have Casey Neistat, I have Brandon Lee. That way that I can just quickly go to their training programs online. I think it's just good to be intentional that way. That way I don't have to think about it too much. I think it just encourages me to very quickly be able to go to these websites so that I can, do some training. In order to set this up yourself, you want to set up a dial stack, right? So in the Stream Deck softwares, you have your dial setting here. You have keys and dials, and you're going to drop the dial stack onto that dial, and then it's going to give you the options to create different kinds of tasks. Now, like I mentioned, they're somewhat limited at this time. What you can do is you can use hotkeys, and this way it allows you to unlock many more options, I would say, in terms of using your dials. The second step is then to consider is Keyboard Maestro. Keyboard Maestro is an application that you can get on your Mac. I've set up different macros using Keyboard Maestro. Now I could spend a whole tutorial just on the app itself on Keyboard Maestro. Very simple to say is I can create different macros to open up websites and open up applications. So to go back to what I mentioned here of these three dials, they're opening up applications and websites. You can use Keyboard Maestro, or you can also use Mac shortcuts to open up different applications, and using a hotkey here as a trigger. In this case, let's say I wanted to open up Simple Wall Street and I wanted to open the dashboard. I have assigned it to hotkey. Let's say in this hotkey here, I want to go into here and I want the first left dial to be opening up this website. What I would do then is I would put the hotkey in here, and then the title here I'm going to put maybe just SWT, and then I could put a slash, and for whatever second option I have rotating the right. Let's say here, let's open up Stylecraft. So that's another training website, and as you can see here, it has a hotkey like this. So what I would do is I would do that, and then what I want to do is I want to keep this press tab blank, and that way I can create a bunch of stacks of different hotkeys. So that way I can, I'll just finish this and put Stylecraft here, and then as you can see here, if I turn left, rotate left as counterclockwise, then it's going to go to Simple Wall Street, and then the reverse, if I go right clockwise, it's going to go to Stylecraft, and then if I click on the dial, it's going to go to my next hotkey. And you can just do the same here, right, with either a website or an application. And if I go out here, you can see here on the screen, it's going to show Simple Wall Street and Stylecraft, right? And that way, when I rotate this dial, I'm going to open up Simple Wall Street, and I'm going to open up Stylecraft. And the same, if I click on the dial, it's going to give me my next hotkey, right? That's the way I kind of set up these three keys. I think it's kind of cool to use the scroll wheels because kind of an interesting way, I guess, to see on your display either the website or the application you want to open, and then you can just quickly rotate and find your most used apps or your most used websites or training websites. And that's what I wanted to show you in this tutorial. Something to consider, I guess, is that Keyboard Maestro has their own application for Stream Deck. I have found it a bit. Look here if I can find it here. I know I did download it. Well, it's just so. I guess what I can show you is I can show you the store here. Yeah, so right here you can see Keyboard Maestro is a trigger that you can download, and then you can add it. Again, this is there's many different things to explore in the Stream Deck store, including icons, music, sound effects, as well as the plugins. But for this video, I'm not going to go into that. But I guess I just wanted to mention that Keyboard Maestro does have their own application that you can assign different actions to. So in here, you would kind of give you an option to assign your Stream Deck. What I've done is I've just kept it to the hotkeys, and because I just found it a bit cumbersome to use the actual application using this method. But in this video, I kind of just explained how you can assign hotkeys, which is, I think, sufficient if you understand how to use Keyboard Maestro. Again, you could also use shortcuts for Mac and launch applications and websites that way. But I would say Keyboard Maestro is a very powerful program to do that. I guess also wanted to show you is just that all these different profiles, this is what it looks like. So you're able to get all these different smart profiles. Pretty cool, hey? So this is my main screen. Again, I have my stocks, I have my website, I have date and time, I have the CPU, and then on the bottom I have all the different most used applications and also my training programs that I use. And then I showed you how you can assign your own I guess what's considered dial stacks, and then you can launch different applications or websites that way. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks and have a great day.